Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. What have you done? What have you done, you bums? 24 hours. Nick, you were meant to hold the line while I slept for those 3.5 hours. 24 hours. You gave back the gains. These glasses, they're not turning on. Okay? How many times I got to tell you, step away from the soy button. Over and over again. Ethereum proves someone out there has been diddling kids. That's what ETH BTC is saying. And yeah, Bitcoin Maxis, I've got something to say to you. When I show you PlanBitch's model later on, one of you have been diddling kids as well. One of you is going to jail. Someone's going to get exposed, friends. You don't get these moves unless someone has been doing some heinous evil acts against children. So the Bitcoin price chart, $86,000. It did crack back down. It's still barely green for the monthly chart. I'm now going to show you a more deeper look. Deeper for the wrong reasons, friends. We obviously went to 94, 95K. Yeah, 10% drop back down. Oh man, a $10,000 drop. Everyone called it the God candle. The God candle was here. We'll see. I think people want a God pump. They ain't getting it in Bitcoin. Now, this is poopy because I'm going to show you as well, friends. Moving on, let's show you the fractal that we had before. And I'm going to, here we go, right here. So this is just a post from BCB. If you recall yesterday, friends, let's actually zoom in. We were expecting this. We had the reversal. We were meant to clear above the line just to show that we're trending up. Some say up, otherwise known as opposite of down. And unfortunately, we actually just reversed back down here. So we were meant to like do this part where we're like, hey, let's do squiggly lines to the upside. And instead, what happened is we came back here and we're like, we've done that instead. What does it mean? I don't know. Just more cursing, more waiting. I've got plenty more juicy action coming here for you. I got to remind you as well, friends. So the blood moon is on 14th of March. Let's get through that. I mean, like, we can't control it anyway. Time's going to spin. We live in the third or fourth dimension. Can't control it yet. Born too early for that one. Donald Trump's 25% tariffs start tomorrow. So if you're from Mexico, you're going to start charging the rest of us 25% for the yummy tacos. If you're from Canada, maple syrup on my pancakes, 25% more expensive, I guess, because you're probably going to combat the tariffs and stuff as well. China, well, Matt, you're going to have to pay 25% more than your fair share from before when we go Argile and we hang out, and also we get some pancakes or maybe some shawarma as well. So we're patiently waiting for the DXY to slide down. Now, of course, friends, we're having some fun here. Let's actually crank it a bit. Let's just crank it. Couldn't see what everyone could see. So this whole crypto cycle, it's taken its sweet ass time, isn't it? Let me just cover for you. Okay, friends, we know that the Bitcoin monthly is pooped. This is the weekly. Man, we actually fought back. We did fight back. But, you know, the macro forces are bigger. That's right, friends. We can't just fix markets with like a news event. You'll see it time and time again. And then like you always really want it to happen. Oh man. Ethereum, you piece of crap. Oh, in the last minute, you couldn't hold above the green weekly average. Someone better check Vitalik. Oh man. Someone out there's been diddling. I'm telling you, friends, someone out here's been committing heinous crimes against children. We just got to get rid of it. Looking at the Bitcoin dominance as well, which is the inverse ETH BTC, it's still hanging around up here. I still maintain my position, friends. Bitcoin's never been this expensive before. It is extremely expensive. But where we're hoping altcoin, well, usually when it's this expensive, altcoins catch up. It's just that Bitcoin's actually just weighing itself down. So it's going to be a bit more time in that department. We have others. BTC hasn't cracked lower, but still rounding off here, giving everybody infinite time. It did not do that before. Like, you know, man, this is sad because look at these two lightning rod moments. Trump launches a celebrity coin. I just wrote meme coin because, you know, it is what it is. It's celebrity coin. No one cares. Okay, down. Trump announces crypto strategic reserve. I mean, he tagged XRP, Soy, and Cardano. Like, he didn't even tag Bitcoin Ethereum first time. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what is. And it's like we still poop around. So Man, it's macro forces, friends, like I told you. Like, this is the truth. A lot of people believe if Kamala Krappus got in, we'd be much, much, much lower. No, we'd be the same place. Markets are smarter, friends. Markets are smarter than that. It's not just one little news and thing here and there. It's not like what you think, man. It's the macro forces out here. And by the way, a lot of these currencies and trade agreements, they're self-correcting. So the market always goes to equilibrium. That's what ends up happening. If you tax anything too much, people go find alternatives. Just like in many countries around the world, if they put a tobacco tax very, very high, the illegal tobacco industry just starts growing. Same thing they do with drugs. Okay, if the tax on drugs, selling drugs is high, like, oh, you'll go to jail. That's a very, very big tax, isn't it? Okay, they move it underground. That's what ends up happening, but you can't get rid of the demand. You see? It's the same thing that happens with economies as well. Trying to put like there's some buttons and stuff here and there, it takes a lot. It really does take a lot. ETH BTC is 0.24. My gosh, bro, what an absolute abomination. You piece of trash. I mean, like, could you man, this is tough, friend. This is like, it just, man, whatever that evil force is keeping us down, you're still down from last cycle, 73%. On ETH BTC, still that low. From how much are you actually down? Yeah, 72%. Doesn't make anyone feel good whatsoever. Ultimately, though, yeah, we're still going to make it. Just you need more time to push on through. Now, you're probably wondering, Sommi, please show us the US dollar. Well, this is the funny part, friends. US dollar went down. What? But Sommi, we need the US dollar to go down so markets can go up. I know, Habibi Albi. It's tough, isn't it? It's just tough. You just got to believe. Yeah, I don't know. It'll sort itself out. That's what it is. It went down. That's how cucked we are. It actually went down. It kind of tells me maybe someone knows something about this blood moon, whatever's going to come out on that. We've got to get rid of that. Oh, man, we'll see. So the Bitcoin gap, right? Give back its entire $10,000 gap, which I'll just show you now. Man, you guys, you bunch of freaking... Look at this, dude. Just a full gap up and then retrace the whole move. That's wild, man. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve pain. So you deserve more than pain. Look at this. It actually, look, friends, isn't this wild? It literally came back and closed the gap. Oh, no, here's the gap. Here's the actual gap here. So, yeah, that'll be basically closed. How much within? 0.2%. Technically, has it closed? I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Now, everyone out here, everyone's really, really stressed. I mean, like, here we have a sea of red on PulseChain core coins. So yeah, friends, I've got a deeper post coming out here for you a bit later on. But yeah, it turns out, as I said, that the SEC win was 100% priced in by the market. What does that mean? It means everyone has now heard about the news and the market reaction has now been factored in. Everybody. Altcoin Daily reported on it. That's 1.1 million people. You have, by the way, so 250,000 is the entire PulseChain community, by the way, 250,000 holders. So Altcoin Daily gave 1 million people the news. Oh, Richard Hart defeated the SEC. Crypto Banter has 1 million people. Also reported Richard Hart as the SEC. Everyone reported on it. We reported on it. The whole industry has digested it, and they're now like, okay. Anyway, moving on with my life. So that's pretty much it. I was the same thing with XRP and the SEC as well. So some people get offended when they hear that, but look, man, that's markets. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it priced in to the point where the cyclical forces matter more, but then you can't like have that, and then when we go down, us to like go up. Sorry, if the cyclical forces take us up, you can't basically negate that. Okay, so you have to take it. It is what it is. It's kind of like, okay, I need my crops to grow. I'm a farmer, and then it's raining. You know, like if you want your crops to grow, it's got to rain. Yes, it's the same thing. You can't have one without the other. Now, given back the whole gap and where everyone expects things to go, I'm bringing this basically live to you now, friends. All the technical analysts, they're basically like Uncle Bobby Lucas, BCB. They're all like, ooh, what's going on here? This is yucky. That's what they're doing. Let me show you the others BTC chart. This is a monthly, man. This is a 4 thread count. Go, man. Man, look, I need something to choke. Someone's going to get choked. Someone has to get choked. Man, Donald Trump won, and we're in the 4th red monthly candle in a row for altcoins. He's a freaking altcoin president. He sees Bitcoin and altcoins as the same thing. I'm telling you now, man, someone's diddling kids. And you can't convince me otherwise. It's going to come out one day. Now, let's run through the news, friends. And I'll go to, let's check this out. So, Crypto Banter, Randy Boo, he has covered Richard Hart versus the SEC victory. And he's actually invited Mr. Hart, Ricardo Corazon, to come along. So, this is the actual clip. Let's go.
We cannot ignore what happened over the weekend where the SEC effectively dropped their case against Richard Hart. It just shows that Richard Hart effectively now beat the SEC. There's no real case against him. And actually in the studio today, we were kind of saying, look, we should actually get Richard Hart back on the show here because we've always been friends of his. And I think it's a good idea to actually get him back on the show to actually do a feature. I'll actually reach out to him after the show today. We cannot ignore.
So thank you very much, Mr. Dirty Crypto, and whoever clipped that as well. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's Randy Boo saying that. So it's pretty big, right? Biggest channel out here. So that interview. So a lot of you friends want me to interview Dickie first, Dickie Hart. I'd love to do it. I wouldn't talk. I just let the guy talk for 3 hours. We'd go through a lot of concepts. I've already thought about it, friends. The other day I was hanging a wee, like one of my 9 wee-wees of the day, and I was actually thinking about it. I was like, if I was interviewing Richie, how would I structure it? And I already had the image came to my head. So if one of you get lucky, like maybe Richie's like, you know what? I like Maddie's cowboy hat. I want to be interviewed by a cowboy hat guy. Like whoever used, like how I would structure it was I would want him to start from like 2021. Like assess 2021. Would you change anything different? Like what do you remember about that? What sticks out more to you? And then move through each year and like organize the I guess interview, like get him to split it up into epochs. Like, okay, 2021, 2022 was the bear market outrage. What do you notice from everyone's feedback going into 2023? That's the PulseChain launch. 2024 was also the SEC probably thing out here. 2024, maybe the price action and Bitcoin and stuff out here. And then obviously 2025, which is where we are now. And yeah, we go through that. No one's ever interviewed him like that because whenever he interviews people, Richie likes debating people. And it's always somebody who's like, you know, just, it's always somebody super combative. Or it's just somebody who just like, it just really, just argumentative too much and we never get anything out there. So if any of you get that chance, that'd be great. If he's on Crypto Banter though, friends, Crypto Banter is more like, you know, we got sponsors coming on every 15 seconds. So he has to do like the soundbite stuff. So, but it would be great. Why? Because if Crypto Banter, if Randy Boo interviewed Richie, well, it would be great because it would basically blow up the whole industry. There'd be 2 types of responses. There'd be us saying, yay, right? And then you'd also have the audience. Some of the audience would listen to Richard going, I told you about this hack. I warned you about this exchange. All these things getting hacked. I built services. I built applications, open source software. I was fighting for you to actually deploy this. The government says, yes, it's okay. It means the government likes this stuff. PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, IPFS service. You can actually download the thing and run it from your system and all these things. And that's going to catch some people's attention. Now, the other part of the industry, they're going to do the classical. What they're going to do is, friends, they're going to put Ran, they're going to show the screenshot of Ran and Richie together, and they're going to write the 2 biggest scammers in crypto. Warning, they're just going to spam that. But it's actually going to be, it'd be good to do that because what happens is, that type of hatred and fuel, friends, it's just a signal to tell you the price isn't high enough for them to basically, for them to stop feeling confident enough to post that type of thing. So yeah, it'd be great if that type of thing happened. I don't know if it would. You're probably wondering why is on Richie's stream? There's still time for the SEC to make a response. Okay, I think up to like March 20th. I think I even saw Corey Spaghetti Meatballs just wrote 17 days. Thank you, Mr. Corey. We love and appreciate Corey. So both of them actually, all the Corys. Actually, there's multiple Corys in the crypto industry, as in PulseChain community. So yeah, I think he doesn't want to open his mouth now because then they might use something against him. Okay. So remember, an interview like this, it would boost the network effect, the mind share, leading to positive outcomes. Crypto Banter audience would be reminded, you know, Richard, he warned them of Bybit and all these other things and stuff out here. So that'd be great. Now, I've got to remind you as well, friends. So Trump's tariffs, like I said, they begin tomorrow. That they're starting. The market's got to adjust the currencies, what it means for these things. Like, you know, people got to like, yeah, that's why all these these models, they're like, okay, if consumers are spending like, you know, a bit less in this department, what does that mean for the commodities from that country and everything else out here? The US of A Senate is going to vote this week on repealing the IRS rule, which threatened crypto and DeFi. I think this is the broker thing. They basically wanted to, this is how evil scum they are. They wanted to call, you know, your little shitty little wallet, your MetaMask wallet, they want to call you a broker as well. So if you do any facilitation of any transaction, you're a broker. Okay. That literally, it's the exact same thing as the government saying, if you are in a Telegram channel with someone in there who has committed any crime, you are complicit to the crime. You are technically aiding them in crime, because you are creating a friendship space for them and not telling us about it to arrest him, even though you didn't know they were doing it. So we're going to arrest you. You're guilty of the government. That's how much of an overreach this is. This is scum and the IRS and everything out here. So it's pretty good that they're going to be sorting that out. The SEC's dropped Crackhead lawsuit. So Crackhead, friends, you know, the exchange, they obviously they should be listing PulseChain. I've got it right here. Kraken should list PulseChain. Obviously, I'll put this out here as well. So the SEC has dropped the lawsuit, which is great. There's many more to come. Now, here's the thing, friends. Now that Richard's in the clear, I still want, even though there's bags I don't own or there's people I don't know about, like HODL law and all these other things, I still want the SEC to just get rid of everything. And they are doing that, friends. Like David Nutsacks, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. That's why America, you got to do this, man. Like, if you're starting up a new city, you can't come in and say, okay, I only want people who like don't put swear money in the swear jar because they actually never swear. I want goody two-shoes people. No, you're going to have to get people who are like bleeding edge on the line, bit of grifter stuff if you're trying to build a new city at the start, because you just want as many people as possible, and then you do the filtering later on. It's the same thing about Dubai and all the other countries do with their low tax rates. They're like, let's just get everyone in, even if they're crooks, even if they're Russians laundering money, doesn't matter. Just get the money in first, and then we toggle it up later. Now, I'm going to show you something, friends. PlanBitch's Bitcoin model can only be explained by one thing. Someone in the Bitcoin Maxi camp is a pedophile or a murderer and has cursed the truncated Bitcoin whip. So I'm going to show you this. When I show you, man, I was like, dude, something's wrong. Look at this. See the green, friends? By this period of time, look at this. See how we're accelerating up? And then look at this. We're accelerating up. 2017 cycle now. Now look at this. 2021, we're accelerating up. Look at this dog shit. Look at that. Look at we're flat. Flat ass pancake. Got to do some squats for you, lady. Yeah, so remember Plan B, he had about 300K guessing dream scenario by this month. Nowhere near close, right? Not even 100K. But also, he's now in like defensive mode. He's like, well, at least we're still above 74,000. Let's get 74,000, bro. We're talking about 500,000 2 months ago. This is the longest period of time confirmed that we've ever waited to go up. And why is that? It's because the global 4-year debt liquidity cycle, that's why. But the halvenings have been happening earlier and earlier in their halvening year. Remember, in 2013, they happened in November. In 2012. Right? In 2016, they happened in July. In 2020, they happened in May. Last year happened in April. See, it's moving over an early year. So the halvening happens and the dead space period is like waiting longer and longer. That's why friends, the free money is lowering out over time. So you're waiting longer to actually get the returns, and the returns are lowering over time. They're getting smaller. That's what's been happening each time. So like, I won't be surprised if the 4-year cycle, it's like longer. Like, I know we expect it to peak October this year, but like I wouldn't be surprised if we got to the 250K in like April next year. Yeah, and then we have the bear market anyway. Like I just wouldn't be surprised because then you might say, oh, but Sommi, the diminishing gains didn't happen. Yeah, it did happen. It took to get the same X's. So if we get the 250K, let's say next year, March, April, that would mean you did diminish, okay? Because it took longer to get the 3x, right? If we were, so what I mean by the 3x, that's the 3x above Bitcoin's all-time high. Okay, so that's here. So remember when we did 20K, see it did it. We got to 20K, did 64K, 1,211 days. Yeah, so if you do it from like, or from here, where would 1,211 days be? Oh wow, we're meant to be peaking already March this year. Even if you go a bit forward, March to October this year. right? So that's another way to look at it. If you remember, friends, I made a video from my friend Armadillo. He was interviewed on Ivan, and he predicted Bitcoin and Ethereum to literally the nearest $100 or $1,000 for their top before they happened last cycle. And I've actually found it here, warning, extremely bullish. My friend Armadillo called 2021 tops. So let's revisit this. It actually might be interesting. So Bitcoin target 276K, Ethereum 29K. He believes we'll get the optimistic scenario, but it will take longer than expected to finish it. He says this was the last time we'll see a huge explosive growth. By the way, this is pre-Trump, man. He was talking about this last year, March, right? Yields will get insane. Lots of rehypothecation. This is it, Armadillo out here. Now, what I love about it, he says his calculations are pretty simple, but he's not going to share it with the world, which is exactly what I want. Leave the magic source. So thank you very much. Don't tell anybody. Don't even tell me. I don't even want to know. Don't curse it or anything out here. Yeah, so I made a video and stuff about it. 240K Bitcoin, 24K Ethereum. I wonder how that's going to play out. I really do. That would be amazing. Yeah, so in every cycle, friends, by this period, we were red hot. I still believe Bitcoin will get dampened somewhere later on because it's the perfect trap. So this is what I'm thinking, right? Bitcoin maxis will hold on to Bitcoin for too long because Bitcoin dominance went up in 2024. Remember from this chart, see, Bitcoin dominance going up in 2024 and cursing us, that has given Bitcoin maxis a false sense of security. They're completely complacent now. They think, oh, we win. They don't see it as you got lucky. This was the 1 out of 4 times where your Bitcoin value is even higher in the Bitcoin dominance, where you don't even need to buy altcoins. But now what they're using it as, they say, oh, no, it's our cycle again. It's our cycle. We're going to get double bubble alt season for Bitcoin. It'll be Bitcoin season. So I think they're going to be wrong. And it is very clear altcoins going up will be the most hated. The biggest trap we can form is to get institutions to buy our altcoins. The crypto strategic reserve is our ticket for double bubble alt season. That is it. So friends, so you have Bitcoin. Look at this big fat rhetoric, man. It's just what is this, man? It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, you want the gains. You just have to sit through this, friends, because too many people know about this stuff now, right? And remember, I've explained you for 2 years. People don't put in 1 month of wages into Bitcoin and crypto anymore. You've got 1 year. Yeah. Okay. You got what's your living expenses? You need 40 grand a year to live. Yeah. People got 40 grand in crypto, and they're sleeping like a baby, and they're thinking, man, I should have 3 years worth. They were not thinking about this in 2021. They were not thinking about that in 2017. In 2017, people just put in 1 month of living expenses. Everyone says, oh, I put in like 3 grand in, and then it did like 100x to 300. They didn't take anything out, and it just went back down 99%. That's everyone. A lot of people's stories. So many people's stories. That's where a lot of people happen for people who are early if they didn't go buy the top directly themselves. So I want to show you this video, friends. This is just what it feels like is happening to our portfolios. So you are this young blonde girl in a club, and this is actually real. I thought this was a troll. She's getting felt up by this random Indian dude in her. He's got a sweater. You know what it smells like in there, by the way. You know exactly what it smells like. It's just this is what I feel like, friend. I feel like you and I are trying to party, and we just got this Indian dude with these glasses just touching us up, rubbing against us, making us think, you know what? I should have done something else with my night. And that's how I feel like. I feel like we're trying to party, and then there's just hands that keep appearing. You know what I mean? I'm used to that, friends. I personally, I don't even flinch anymore. Like sometimes people play jokes on you, like they'll like spank your ass or hit you somewhere, hit you in genitals. Like there's something wrong. I haven't flinched in like 15 years. I think I've just been too desensitized to everything. I'm one of those. So I don't know what it is. Is it apathy? Is it just the soul's gone? You tell me. I literally don't flinch, friends. It's kind of funny. Like I'll even be out in public and someone will like poke me or like they'll elbow me in the butt or something. You know what I mean? And then like just to say hello, just to trick me. And like I don't even flinch. You know, I'm still like waiting in line for like a kebab or something. That's just me. You know, really, you can learn a lot about someone by how they react in these public settings. Now, speaking about reactions, what do you think about this? So a congressman wants to put Donald Trump on the $100 bill, okay, which is great. Why? I interpret this as Donald Trump really wants to make himself look good. Yeah, topic politician stuff. Okay, which is interesting. But dude, I'm just tell people, man, can you just shut up, dude? Just okay. He wants to put crypto strategic reserve. Just shut up. He wants to be the crypto president. Thank you, Ivan, for putting everyone in place. He said exactly what I'm about to tell everybody. Shut up. Let him put whatever he wants in the crypto strategic reserve. Okay? Just let him do it and say thank you. Thank you. Do you know how bad this could have gone, by the way? Oh my God. Imagine you had Tim Waltz out there. The guy who dresses up as ladies on Friday night. I don't want to see him with those, those coconuts in his chest. Do you? Could have gone a lot worse. Just call him the greatest. Let him do that, man. You get rich. Shut your mouth. You're going to get over this in like a year. Look how easy it is for you to get distracted by stuff anyway. Ukraine, Zelensky. Oh, the new thing. Oh, man. People are so, man, like, honestly, fans, I show you so much of like the truth and exposing the truth. You know what I think about half the time? I'm like, man, I'd do the exact same thing if I had to. Yeah, if they put me in charge, I know what the button to press every single time. You know the button. Oh no, the people are slowly starting to wake up. Here, throw Kanye West calling everybody the juice for like 30 hours. And then let's put this, and then like it's very, everyone's got TikTok brain rot generation memory. It really is true, man. It is what it is. Now, Michael Chad Saylor, friends, he went on, an interview. He literally said Bitcoin's going to 20 trillion market cap. So that is a $1 million Bitcoin price. And then he said it's going to 200 trillion, which is a $10 million Bitcoin price. So that's why GCR and me, the guy's got no off button. Okay, he has no off button. Okay, he will do as much leverage as he can. It's interesting that everyone lived through the 4-year cycle. It happened to the T. And people still don't believe in it. They go, no, this time is different. We got ETFs now. Like, bro, you literally just lived through the 4-year cycle happening tick for tick. Like, friends, just to show you, the 4-year cycle, okay, the magic, we bottomed exactly, look at this, friends. We bottomed exactly, look at this, 365 days after the top. Exactly when we were meant to. Exactly. And that was FTX explosion. Spooky. But people just look at it and they're like, oh, no, this time is different. Good, you want them to think like that. See, I'm here giving you information. My job is not to really convince you. I don't give a crap, okay? I'm just saying stuff, yeah? I'm just saying stuff. This is how I analyze stuff. I've got to speculate. That's why, friends, if you notice me, a lot of people are surprised when, like, if I report on something and it's slightly off, like, oh, you reported on it too quick or stuff here and there. I don't care about going back. I never go and say sorry. I don't apologize. Like, bro, who are you? Where's your service for me? Huh? Where's your service for me? Okay, I'm only doing this because you're trash. You know that? That's why. I do this because you ain't doing anything. You're just a parasite as far as I'm concerned. So I expect to get things wrong. Okay? Just like when you're a boxer, you expect you're a bit fast. You're gonna miss a few times. You expect that. That's part of the game. You get in the kitchen, you're going to get hot a bit. So that's, friends, it's crypto. It's volatile. It's bleeding edge. If you want 100% certainty, okay, go buy Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder stocks. Yes, I like the baby bum powder because I get rashes on my bum. All right, you got a guaranteed customer for me. Yeah, I like the way it smells. I like that it makes my bum fluffy. All right, you get my revenue stream for the rest of my life. Enjoy it. $8.95 for like one of those 300 gram bottles. Sweet. Okay, if you enjoy that consistency, because I have rashes on my bum from time to time from sitting on my squeaky chair and I've got to fluff my bum up, here and there. Okay, you want that consistency? You ain't getting the upside. Trump has announced a $100 billion investment from Taiwan's superconductor company, TSMC, in the USA. Now, why am I reporting on that? Because I feel like that is like increasing the odds where if Matt wants to invade Taiwan and claim back Taiwan, as in his own words, now that Trump's got money in there, they're going to think twice about it, even more. Because you know he's going to do something, okay? Trump's going to do something. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, Trump might be like, hey, let's do what we did to Taiwan. Let's do it the same thing as we're doing to Gaza. Let's go there. Make Taiwan half America, half Taiwanese. That's our economic zone for Asia, just like Hong Kong does. Imagine that. So the more money and financial investments that are like linked up, I think the better for everyone. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Just don't turn your back on bear market stuff, you know, always. But like bro, it's been 4 years. You know what I mean? So I think you can turn your back on that stuff now. You know, and there's only strong believers left. Bitwise has filed for the Dogecoin ETF. Now, I find this interesting because isn't it funny, friends? Everyone knows the price reactions of all these coins. You know, these ETFs, man. Like, Ethereum was the altcoin ETF. What did it do? Down only. Now that everyone else is like begging for it, why are you begging for it? It's because they have big supply holders. They want to get rid of it. That's why. Be interesting to see how it all plays out. This might be the ETF season. I hope so. That's why I hope in the next 12 months they just start literally accepting every single freaking ETF. They just make a crypto index ETF. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic if we get that. Congressman Tim Emma, he's awesome. And Richie Torres launched Congressional Crypto Caucus to advance pro-crypto legislation. So America's really going all in, which is exactly what we want. Men of action, men and women's. This is what we want to see. The more they do that, the more institutions are okay with buying shit coins. That's in a nutshell what it's going to be like. And they don't feel like they're breaking the law. Also, friends, I just want you to know, man, Donald Trump launched a Celeb token. And it like to the outsiders, it looks like a grift. Okay, now here's the thing. I like him. He pretty much put the line in the sand. He's like, you're allowed to do this. So now everyone else is like, wait a minute. So you had no utility and you're allowed to do that? Okay, cool. So if we add utility, by definition, we can almost do anything because we're offering something. And they're like, yes, come and experiment. You know, some people say it's not grifting, man. I don't understand, like, it's always the soy boy cucks, soy boys and soy girls. Ladies, I'm looking at you with your clothes on in a very family-friendly way. No, can't stay for more than 3 seconds. He's letting you front run everything. That's why, friends, like, I'm not a political dude. Okay, some people say I'm a squirrel. But he's literally letting you front run everything. There is no excuses. Okay, you don't have to have a stock market account. You don't have to do that shitty 21 answer quiz thing and pass 95% about insider trading and doing all this for the cuck mercantile exchange. You don't need to do that. You can literally, you got a country, okay, there's an exchange, you can go and just front run and get in. There's literally no excuses. We've never seen anything like this ever before. Can't overstate that enough. President Trumpo says tomorrow night will be big. I don't know what he's referring to. Maybe that's what Melania said to him, if you know what I mean. Maybe he's going to have a big dinner. So, yeah, all the news. I know you probably, you know, that's what goes through everyone's mind. Sommi, with all these good news, why aren't we going up? Bro, listen. What you consider news, that ain't news, okay? That is, you're getting your balls tickled. Okay, you're getting your balls tickled. Okay, getting your balls tickled is not the same as fornication, procreation, the business, the birds and the bees doing the dance between the sheets. That's not the same. Getting your balls tickled. Okay, what would be actual news? I'll tell you what's actual news. Yeah, the price moving. What price? You know which price? The US dollar. Moving down to, say, 105. Yeah, okay, that's news. Thank you. That's news. What else news? ETH BTC, Vitalik coin, moving up and flipping green on the weekly super trend. That's news. The green weekly super trend would be 0.035 here. So if Bitcoin stays here, it's around 3,400 or something. Yes, that's news, friends. That's actual real news. That's it. Yeah, that's actually what we're waiting for. Not, oh, some guy likes crypto, some guy doesn't like crypto. Crypto's immune from these people, friends. It's international. Here's the thing, right? When we had bad news from Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, all that stuff, notice how crypto didn't go to zero. We were still around as an industry. We are immune from the nuclear winter blizzard. Yeah. Now, I know they're trying to help us, but remember, crypto is more complicated than a few people liking us or not just because they wear a suit somewhere. It's literally international. The market, it's a network, okay? It figures a lot of this stuff out. A lot of it gets priced in multi-countries and stuff out here. Now, obviously, you want good news rather than bad news. You do, but good news and bad news is always going to come out. Yeah, because here's the thing, friends. People interpret this stuff as like, they go, oh, the government lets us buy now. Now we buy, now things go up, now we win. No. Okay. Crypto's got value without the government. People are competing against each other in the marketplace. It's a digital nation. Different chains, otherwise known as cities, they're offering different tax rates, different inflation rates. They have different communities, different memes, different applications, different speeds of transaction, right? Different tech, how easy or bad it is to access it. You get it? They're all already competing with that. So the government's saying, oh, you're allowed to look at this stuff now. I know, like, it takes a while for these things to play out, but we're doing this without them. The marketplace is smarter than a few buttons, friends. If it was that easy, literally never invest in anything, wait until the government likes it, and then you start getting in and it starts going up. It's not like that. Market is smarter. It is most certainly, it prices this stuff in. It knows. But that's why it's a double-edged hedge, really. It's like, okay, you can't screw us too much, so we never go to zero. But also, if you press the buttons, you can't make us deviate away from the macro force. That's now if we're feeling it on the upside. We're like, oh man, you can't like break us from the cyclical force? Yes. But it saves us as well, friends. So what do you want? Would you rather us really at the whim of government words? We say that now. You don't really want that, because one day in the future, we will get an anti-crypto political party. It will happen. They're just gonna lie to us. They will. They're gonna, probably the next administration, like, screw these guys. They might do something like that. You know, and then you're gonna be thankful that we can survive without them. Now, despite all this positive news, us still being down, it's pretty poop. It is poop, friends. Hanging around here, like, man, what a gap close. I guess that's where we're meant to be. Interesting, right? Look at this. We were meant to like probably be here. Isn't it interesting? So if you just remove this day, okay, we were meant to be around here. So the market dissected the news and it's like, well, this news doesn't actually mean anything. Well, what I mean, like, we already knew this stuff. Interesting. We all see, it's smart. Market's smart. Total crypto industry is at 2.77 trillion. We're grinding along here. Still waiting. Are we going to get to that 5 trillion part next? We did confirm, friends, it's now end of February. February was the 60-day cycle thing that Uncle Bobby Lucas looks at. Now we have that next continuation part. If we are repeating 2017, like, this is it. Like, we have to go up this month. If not, I don't know what we do. Just keep kicking the can down the road and play for a better day. Like, subscribe, be better, and all. Catch you in the next one.